So this video, I'm going to walk through my setup of my product launch and the PPC launch campaigns that I'm going to be running. My name is Zane, I'm from SellerMetrics, and we spend up to $3 million every single month on PPC and ads. And this PPC launch campaign has actually been crafted with the help of our agency's founder, Rick Wong. He sold his business for 7 figures and he really knows what he's doing, and he considered my budget, and we are basically setting up the exact launch strategy that he would have done if he had the same budget and product as me. So let's get right into it. In the past, leading up to this video, we've talked about how to set up launch campaigns, what kind of campaigns we want to run, what to bid, and the bidding strategies, including the placements. And we've also talked about how to research keywords. Now, all of that is done, and now the point is just to get that all set up in the actual ad console, and you can see real time what someone who's actually launching a product is going to do here. Okay, so a quick overview of the launch strategy. First of all, this is my product. It's a watch case, very straightforward. When you open it up, it is got a tilted display, so it's a 6-slot watch box, and this is what we'll be launching. I'm actually only running 3 campaigns. There's going to be exact match, broad match, and there's also going to be a auto campaign. The purpose of these campaigns at launch is just to do some research. See, I don't know what exactly works for my product because I don't have any sales data on it. It's a brand new product. I couldn't have any sales data. So the point of these campaigns is to basically run them and see which ones are actually converting into click-throughs and sales. Most importantly, of course, sales. I'm going to run this for about 4 weeks long, and that'll give me enough data to actually make an informed data-driven decision on what to optimize and how to adjust. Now, in that 4 weeks, I will obviously be adjusting the bids, and I'll get to that in just a moment here. So let's get right into the Seller Central and let's start getting these campaigns all set up. So what we want to do is we want to go into our ad campaign and click the hamburger menu and go to the campaign manager. And in the campaign manager, we want to create a campaign. Then we want to click sponsored products. And then here we are. Okay, so I'm going to save these as drafts, and I'm going to go over the naming scheme in the next video. But for now, I just want to kind of set up the basic fundamentals of the campaign. So I'm going to pick my product, which is the one that I just showed you. And it's got this nice packaging too, which I really like. I think it will definitely separate me from my competitors, but nonetheless, let's see what actually happens. So I'm going to start with the exact match campaigns first. So manual targeting, and I'm going to do keyword targeting, and I'm going to turn off broad and phrase. I'm going to enter a list because I've already done this keyword research, and I'm going to copy and paste my keywords. So as you can see, my keywords all have a basic guideline here, like a commonality: watch case, watch box, watch holder, etc., etc. The point is to identify which root keyword is going to work best for my box specifically. Now, watch case, the one at the top here, is technically the highest search volume, but the reason I'm not just putting all my eggs in that basket is, for example, let's say I type in watch case into Amazon.com, which is kind of the category I'm selling in. If we scroll down, there's a lot of variety of the types of watch cases. The highest picked is 6 slots, yes, but then we have a 12 slot, then we have a leather single slot, then we have another 12 slot, then we have this travel case, then we have this, what is this? This is a 7 slot, very odd number there. But the point is that because watch case, while it does have the highest search volume, it doesn't always bring up exactly my product. And so the shopping intent, when someone types in that keyword, is kind of scattered, right? So that's why I'm experimenting, as you can see here, with a bunch of different types of root keywords, including watch box, holder, display, storage, and watch organizer. Okay, pretty straightforward there. So let's adjust the bid. Now, in the past video, we talked about what bidding strategies are relevant. Now, the key thing with bids is to get a high number of impressions for relevant keyword and a good return on investment. A good return on investment is the optimal price for the bid and the click to the number of sales that we actually get. You can technically just bid like a ludicrous number, let's say $5. I'm over exaggerating it, even though the upper end is kind of $1 here. We can bid $5 and pretty much guarantee a bid and guarantee a click. We can do that, but then we're not exactly getting the most cost efficient clicks, are we, that result in sales. So I'm doing the incremental strategy, which is what we do at SellerMetrics. The point is to start far lower than the lowest suggested bid. Watch these campaigns closely over the next few weeks and adjust appropriately if you see you're not getting impressions. So it starts at 72 cents. I'm going to start at 55 cents. Actually, I'm going to do 60 cents. That's pretty low. And basically, I'm going to do the exact same thing where I'm going to kind of subtract 12 cents from it all. So I'll start here at 53 cents. This one is 52. So I'm going to start this one at 40 cents. This one is at 46. So I'm going to start at 34 cents. 89 cents, or sorry, 67 cents. So I'm going to start this one at, let's say 55 cents. And lastly, we have 53 cents. So I just subtracted 12 cents from the lowest suggested bid because I'm going to slowly increase it if I'm not getting impressions at all. Now, 12 cents is arbitrary. It's kind of just my intuition. For your niche, you have to adjust appropriately. If you're looking at the same cost per click in your niche, then you can do what I did. But if you're looking at something far more expensive, like say supplements, where each click can be up to $10, consider subtracting starting $2 less than what the lowest suggested bid is. Anyways, so we have all these set up. Okay. Then comes the campaign bidding strategy. So we have these three options, dynamics up and down. I'm going to start with down only because I'm using my discretion to actually increase the bids because I will be monitoring closely. But if I go a couple of days and I still can't seem to get impressions, I would click up and down. And if I were ever really doubling down on a keyword to rank highly for it, I would pick fixed bids and pick a high bid by putting a high bid in this box up here. So bid adjustments. Okay, so this one's important. These are where the product shows up, and we again discussed this already. For this campaign, especially exact match, these are definitely going to be things that I want to see which I can rank most highly for. I believe that first page is most important, right? So I'm going to increase it by up to 25%. This goes technically up to 900%. I'm only going to start at 25% and I may increase it further beyond that. And then we obviously name the campaign. So I'm just going to name it my brand and my product and launch. Okay. Choose a portfolio. I don't have a portfolio yet, but we're going to start this when it arrives, which will be July. There you go. And the daily budget. So this one's important. I'm going to put in the number that I believe is going to work best for me here. So that's what we have all so far. Now I haven't named it yet and I will do that, but I'm going to save this as draft for now. Okay. Now we're going to go on to the broad match and auto campaigns as well. But if you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe. Now let's start with the second one, which is the broad match. Now broad match, we pick our product, is actually very similar. So the reason I'm running broad matches is because I want Amazon's algorithm to have leeway to take the root keyword that I've put in and then switch out words or add words as they see fit for other products that they believe would be impactful for my product. So basically I'm going to do enter list, keyword targeting, enter list, and I'm going to turn off exact, and I'm going to turn off phrase and leave broad match in here. Okay. Add keywords. It's very similar, you know, the exact same root keywords. The reason is because I want them to switch out and add keywords and things like that. And then this exact same strategy for the exact match where we do incremental bid increase by starting lower than the lowest suggested bid and then slowly watching it over time to make sure that we're getting impressions. If we're not getting impressions, then we increase the bid slowly by like 5 cents or 7 cents. So I'm going to go ahead and do that by subtracting 12 cents from all of these. And then once again, we're going to pick bid down only. Oh, and in the negative keywords, this actually does matter. We're actually going to do negative keywords for exact match of these guys, the same root keywords. And the reason is because we're actually running a exact match campaign for those keywords already. So we don't need to double up on that, right? We don't need to waste budget running 2 campaigns targeting the same keywords. Negative keyword targeting enables that campaign to prevent from matching for these keywords. So let's just add that there. And bids down only. This one is interesting. I will actually do a top of search because I want to get the highest click rate. I want to know which keywords are driving the most clicks and interest, right? Because the conversion, it does matter too, of course. Conversion would absolutely impact how I adjust these, but the best way to test for conversion is to get people on the page in the first place. So that's why I am putting 25% on top of search. And then campaign name, I'm going to do Bourdain, and then exact date, daily budget, and save as draft. Now let's talk about the last one. It's actually the easiest one in my opinion because it allows Amazon to do its kind of magic, and it's called the auto campaign. So what we want to do is create a new campaign, click add for the product that you're trying to run, and we do automatic targeting. But instead of default bid, we're going to do set bids by targeting group. So then we have these 4 options: close, loose, substitutes, and complements. Close match and loose match target keywords, substitutes and complements target products. Substitutes are products that Amazon thinks that maybe my product would be better to purchase instead of the listing that they're already on. And complements are products that Amazon thinks that my product would be a good purchase in addition to the listing that they're already on. And in the exact same fashion and strategy, we are going to start with a bid lower than what the suggested bid is and watch it closely and adjust from there. I'd be watching it every day, by the way. We do have to have a negative keyword targeting. So negative exact match will be the exact same root keywords that we're already running in exact match for. Dynamic bids down only for that. Actually, no, I'm going to do up and down for this. Why? Because it's auto. I want it to find the keywords at any given point that it thinks that will be very successful for my product. And this is the highest level of research, right? Like you're giving Amazon complete leeway. It can do whatever it wants to do with your product and where its placement is. And then placements, I'm not going to make any adjustment placements here because since it's so scattered, I just simply don't know which one is going to be the best here. And that's about it. We're gonna do Bourdain launch auto, and that's what it's going to be. We're going to start July 1st and the daily budget. And then we save as draft. And when the time comes, I will optimize this and I will definitely show you guys exactly how I will go about optimizing it and how it's performing. And if you're into watches, give it a click. And if you like the product, feel free to buy it. Some shameless advertising there. If you want to learn all about how I set up these campaigns and why these campaigns work, what the purpose of these campaigns are, bidding strategies, including the incremental bidding strategies, you can actually get all of that information from this book right here. It's called Ultimate Guide to Amazon Ads, Advanced Tactics and Best Practices. It goes into far more detail than I can in these videos on how to set up your campaigns, how to optimize them, what to bid, what kind of keywords that you need to bid on, depending on what phase of the product you're in, whether you're in launch, optimization, or even at the end of the product cycle. If you like it, you can buy it from Amazon, or you can get it completely for free in the link in the description below. And if you want more guidance, if you want someone to help you take your PPC to the next level, we have guided Amazon brands from 6 to 7 figures and from 7 to 8 figures. And you can definitely book a call with us. Check out this video right here. If you're an Amazon seller that wants to grow your Amazon profits, schedule a discovery call in the link below. We are an Amazon agency that helps our clients grow their revenue and their profits and optimize their PPC. But until next time, take care.